With all the Lightfall release craziness, a new story, location, and gameplay, I almost forgot there's a new Twab today. In today's This Week at Bungie, we've got some juicy information, all Strand fragments unlocked, Among Us collaborations, new raid info, and Bungie responding to comments about Lightfall's story. Welcome Guardians, let's jump right in. So here's a look at what you can expect from this week's This Week at Bungie. Incoming updates to Strand, a cinematic welcome to Season of Defiance and New Year of Storytelling. Highlighting the incredible music of Lightfall, a closer look at The Witness. Getting suspicious with Among Us collaborations. Introducing the new raid Root of Nightmares and sharing a few key dates that you should remember. Celebrating the month of March with our phenomenal Women at Bungie Club, sharing the love from our friends at PlayStation Studios, and some of the favorite fan art and movies of the week, which is always a thing on the updates. Let's first start with the thing I'm sure you're most excited for, the Strand updates. As more players complete the Lightfall campaign and get their hands on Strand, we've heard the initial and constructive feedback. As with any new subclass in Destiny 2, we want to make sure Strand feels great in players' hands once they've realized its full power, and that evolution doesn't stop at day 1. To that end, we've decided to release a live update that will unlock the ability to earn the full suite of Strand fragments for all players later today. While these additional fragments will be class specific to unlock and you'll need Strand meditations to acquire them, this should be a great way for everyone to experience more of what Strand has to offer before heading into next week's raid. They say this is also a great opportunity for them to balance the subclasses before that activity starts, so no one subclass is too overpowered. They didn't mention an exact time, but jump in later today for those new Strand fragments. Next up, some comments about the story. It says, the story has just begun. We know there are still plenty of questions left unanswered at the end of Lightfall's campaign that you're all eagerly awaiting answers to. As the events of Season of Defiance get into full swing this week, know that this is just the beginning of the next year of storytelling that will connect the events of Lightfall to the final shape. We can't wait for the community to learn more about the Witness's origins, its objective, and the ways we can thwart it and its disciples throughout Season of the Deep, as well as Seasons 22 and 23 later this year. So this is great to hear. Lightfall has been getting tons of negative feedback from players, rightfully so in some areas regarding the main campaign, but Destiny always has tons of story and it will unfold over this next year revealing these answers. Yes, maybe they should have explained some things and laid it out in a bit of a different way, but I'm still excited for these stories to come regardless. In case you missed some of the epic soundtracks from Destiny 2 Lightfall, Bungie posted a developer insights from the audio and soundtrack team earlier this week. If you'd like to watch that, you can learn how the Bungie audio team brought the neon world of Neomuna to life in the behind the scenes video on their channel. Darkness Unveiled, a match made in dramatic entrances. From the start of Destiny, Guardians have been focusing on the darkness as an enemy. Now we've learned that it's simply a gateway to something much bigger. In case you missed this one as well, they've also released another developer insights video that dives into the wielder of its power, the Witness. Let's talk about this Among Us crossover going on. It's not really a full crossover, just Destiny stuff coming to Among Us. Bungie says, we're busy fighting off angry hordes of Shadow Legion and the literal definition of, oh crap, with the Witness. But we do have a moment to crash into an alternate universe, at least for a little while. If you're interested in Among Us, this bundle is available for 3,500 beans. Apparently this is the in-game currency in Among Us and is filled with so many cosmetics you won't know which one to use in the medbay or the airlocks. Here's a look at some of the cosmetics. Saint 14, Osiris, who is not an imposter this time, Shax, Titan Hunter and Warlocks, Eris Morn, and Marasov. As for pets, you got a Puka pet, a Ghost pet, Hive Worm, and a special paracausal surprise. I'm not sure what this could be, maybe it's the paracausal horse. Next, information about the new raid, the Root of Nightmares. The shiny new raid drops next week on Friday, March 10th, but there's also some other activities on the radar. We've got a chance to try out Strand and Grandmasters later this season, and Guardian Games will make its triumphant return. Here's a look at those upcoming dates. You got Root of Nightmares, Lightfalls, Grandmasters, Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, and Guardian Games. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for the big chunk of the Twab update. It's nice to hear a response to some of the feedback regarding the story, and it's going to be exciting to see these Strand updates later today. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore, mysteries, and news just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.